to the Daddy Ball podcast. I'm Connor.
I'm Sharon.
I'm LB, known as Coach LB.
Well, see, my experience in football, I've been playing football for 7 years, and then I would really say 8 because flag football, but I'm counting tackle as 7 years. Okay. I've been playing.
So I'm Coach LB. My experience, I played football in DeKalb County. And I'm going to school to play college ball a little bit at Point University. And, I feel like I was a solid, player, Look me up. If it ain't hard to find. It ain't hard to find. DeKalb County 2008. So.
And I'm Sharon. I had some coaching experience, youth football, playing youth football under my father up in Minnesota, as well as some coaching experience, video coordinator for Atlanta Christian College, basketball and football, as well as Point University.
Yeah, and how I know Sharon, this family, man. We might not be blood, but like this really family. Cause hey, even if I don't talk to Sharon for almost, it could be months,
it could be a year.
But I will call you.
It's a pickup,
and it's pickup. It's just like, hey, it ain't we ain't never. So like, I don't know. You kind of what 12 Harmony, man. Hey, almost 20.
Getting on 20.
Getting close to 20.
We met in college?
Yeah, roommate, when I, in a bad dog place in my life, he welcomed his home to me. So, I'm always had love for Sharon.
It's my boy.
That's my boy. So that's it might not be real blood, but that's family.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go ahead and get into it. First of all, I just want to thank y'all for even just tuning in, giving us y'all time, listen to what we got to say about this narrative of Daddy Ball. There's been a big issue going around. It's like a dark cloud of the narrative when you hear Daddy Ball. So I just want to give, dads, sons, and coaches a little safe space to, say how they feel, and when the narrative of Daddy Ball is stuck on somebody, it can mess up and tarnish a whole lot of relationship with other coaches, other players. I know it's people that I done been in coaching with that left. And hit like, oh, he just all about his son and all that. Now, at the end of the day, I can wholeheartedly say that I'm for the team. And later on during this podcast, we'll get some coaches that have coached with me and kind of break down and let y'all understand that, hey, everything that I do is for the team, man. A lot of times, me having a son is kind of hard. But other than that, we just want to hear just everybody's opinion and, how they see Daddy Ball at the end of the day.
So let's see what the people consider Daddy Ball.
Hey, it's Portia. I'm just touching on the idea of Daddy Ball, whether it be football or baseball. I've been a team mom for 3 years now. My son has played on the teams that I played, and from my point of view, the coaches during youth football are volunteer coaches. None of them are paid. So when they volunteer, it's because they want their children to play on the team that they're coaching and have the experience and the bonding time. Most parents see it as, oh, the coach is going to play their child over mine. But most of the time, in my opinion, it's the coaches making a call for what's for the better of the team.
Daddy Ball, my perspective on Daddy Ball is a coach who got a team and they got a whole bunch of all-stars on that motherfucker, and then they just keep putting the son, you know what I'm saying? They ain't using it. They got a whole toolbox, but they ain't even using it because they keep using the same, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's probably about my perspective on Daddy Ball. Like, you just keep putting your son in, or your son can be trash at here, and you keep putting him in and not using nobody else around him. Shit, you know what I mean?
All right.
So Connor, let me ask you, what's it like being coached by your dad?
Hold on, before you get honest, be honest. You could be honest, all right?
Honestly, I love being coached by my dad. I know he teaches me, like he sent me videos of how to be a better player, doing stuff like waking up in the morning, doing my morning workouts, going outside, working on my stuff. And then when I'm out there, he always, like, if I ain't doing good in practice, he pulls me and he gets me straight. So that's why I love having my dad coach me in football, because when I'm slacking, he always gets me straight, and it helps me to be the top tier on the team. Yeah, that's about it.
I got you. I mean, I got a little experience in that myself. I grew up being coached by my dad, and like you said, it was good. It had some good times to it, and it also has some dark times. You know, you don't always hear it from the parents like the coaches do as a player,
Yeah.
but from your teammates you might hear it. From your opponents you might hear it. People you used to play with, you might hear it from them. Now you playing against them, and they'll say something like, "Oh, you only playing because your dad coaching." You know it's not true, but you hear that.
Yeah, that's a different take. I ain't never played with my dad.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough my daddy took me to practice, brother. At this point, I can't even.
Nah,
So
it's
the
like
fact, like, I ain't shout out dad. I ain't gonna shoot him down too much, but that's something that that I kind of wish I had at the end of the day. I think my mom told me something. She's like, "You, daddy, your son, how you wanted your dad to daddy you or father you."
father. I mean,
Yeah, same. So the things that I didn't have that or my dad fell short on. I'm not saying my dad is a bad person. No, he did what he did. He worked. He did the best he can do at the end of the day. But it's also other stuff that come along with being a dad, just always being present, being that having that person in the house because he wasn't in the house. So
gotcha.
knowing and having a dad in the house is very important when it comes to raising a young man. So
Gotcha. Can you think of any experiences in particular where you were told you were playing daddy ball as a coach?
man, that's too many experiences.
Give us one.
Man, what?
Give us a couple.
What? So a particular incident or situation, a YU Little Rec Championship, AU. So this has been the thing when I coach, right? So I don't run a kid more than twice in a row.
Right.
Because a lot of these kids play both ways. It's hot out there, so I don't want to run a kid into the ground. I've never, if you coaching me and I was calling the offense, I never ran a kid twice in a row. So in this particular situation, we had a kid. He was we was down 2 touchdowns. The kid was bringing us back, so he had the hot hand. In the moment, he had the hot hand. So again, that kid still has to turn around and play defense. I need him to be one of my better defensive players, but I'm also asking him to carry the team. So we're coaching. I hear somebody from the stand. Hey man, he just want his son to be. So I was trying to turn around, but my coach grabbed my back no, we coach championship. We ain't got time to worry about that.
Right.
But it was because that kid run the ball. I'm giving it to Connor. I'm giving it to another kid I had. I'm trying to keep these kids fresh. Because at the end of the day, that's you don't want to run your players into the ground.
Right.
So it was a situation in that moment. I was just like, I'm really not.
Right.
But only because it's my son, it's considered daddy ball, and I'm really looking out for the team as a whole in that decision I was, making as far as hey, we're not gonna run a kid into the ground. No, that's not what I'm doing.
Like you said, you were making a coach's executive decision.
That was a coach's decision.
You know he has to play defense. You know we need him for the rest of the game. Why am I going to run him into the dirt?
Exactly, for the betterment of the team. So that's me. Well, there's one story I can tell you about, but man, I got plenty of them guys.
I got you.
That game.
Yeah, that's a great example.
How you feel about that game? And
So, see, this is what I mean. This not daddy ball because I know that game, we got on the goal line, and I fumbled, and he got on me. Here's what I see daddy ball. You fumble, and then he said, it's all right. No, it's not all right. I fumbled the game. I fumbled the goal line. He got on me, so I don't see him as doing daddy ball. Right. I heard that, too, and I felt some type of way when they said that in the stands. Yeah. That made me mad because I know he's not playing daddy ball. He's been giving me, Zayden, he's giving other people the ball. It's not considered daddy ball just because. See, what I see it as, it's not a daddy ball because then once the play mess up, I just make a play out of it. So what does it look like daddy ball? Because I'm making a play with, say, the snap goes on my head. I grab it, I take off because I got to.
Yeah, and I know what you're trying to say just for people that don't understand. So a lot of times as a quarterback, if a play is busted,
you got to make something shake.
But they don't know that. Right. They don't know that play was for your son.
Yeah,
the play is busted, and they only see in that moment. Oh, he running the ball
every time.
A lot of time when it's a good play that they done got off and everybody changed. I don't know, understand that play wasn't designed for him.
I got you.
Was it AU, the Latonia game?
Yeah,
on this particular video, you hear me because it was supposed to be a pass to another kid. You hear ball snap, kind of takes off. I'm teed off because I didn't tell him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So he scores. I said, bro, why you take off? I didn't call that. coming from his perspective, he told me the end jumped the snap that. Still ain't thinking of it. I went back and watched the film. While the ball, the end was damn near in
his lap.
So he wouldn't have had time for an 8-year-old that's actually smart.
No.
He knew he wouldn't have had time to drop.
Level. That's
so
brilliant.
he took off and scored like a winning touchdown. So it's just like, it's stuff like that. Y'all don't understand. Like,
gotcha.
It's everything that I call like, or any decision I make is wholeheartedly for the team. And I feel like sometimes he may get it worse than the other kids, him being my son.
And
so
that happens. Like I was saying, you're not alone in that experience. I grew up playing for my dad, and then there's some famous people that we all know and we talked about that have done this too. Most recently, we got Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders and Shiloh.
Yeah.
We can take it to the NBA. We got Jalen Brunson as his dad. They just won an NBA championship. Go Celtics.
And we ain't gonna acknowledge that. We ain't acknowledge nothing on New York.
Bull crap on the draft.
Yeah.
And then we have, players like Larry Fitzgerald and his dad. I mean, we can go on. There's so many of them. So Daddy Ball is not just, it's not localized. It's something that's been experienced for years and probably never going away. So yeah, what would we can you guys think of any other examples of that? I know we got Steph and
well, just like I say, making a play out of nothing, I would say Noonan versus Stallions game.
Oh, you calling that games? I was trying to be nice, but go ahead.
I'm calling that game. It was a drop. I think it was like drop snap. I picked it up, took it off. I heard someone mom in the stand. They were like, he was giving it to his son. Nah, I was just like I said earlier, I was just making plays out of nothing. So that's one of the games.
So they kind of mess with you mentally. And then that's where it comes in, like, as a parent. Like, I know he hear that stuff, and I still got to kind of, like, sweep it on the rug. I can't react in a way.
Yeah. You still got to be coach.
Yeah. And then one thing I'm fair. If your kid come to practice, they play. They come to practice, they play, they get an opportunity. If they show that they can hang, because this is competitive football. Everybody, just because you pay, don't necessarily mean you're gonna be playing or get a lot of playing time. But I know he hear that on the sideline. It's like do you sit and continue to let somebody at some point continue to be just outright? Because when you making comments, you can make comments to me, but then when you start, those comments start directing towards, now the coach go away, now I'm a parent now.
Yeah.
I'm a parent. So I'm just, like another story about a situation after a game. A lady's son didn't come to practice all week.
See,
he ain't come to practice all week, bro. What are we doing?
I know how it goes. So let me interject real quick. My dad, as the coach, he had a rule: you don't practice, you don't play. That went for me too as his son. So it was days where it was a week where I was sick. I didn't come to practice. That game came around. Did I start? Absolutely not.
Oh, that don't exist no more.
You know what I'm saying? I did not.
That don't exist no more.
That was a consistent rule, even with me. But like you said, go back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Kid didn't practice all week. What happened?
But pick up what you just said. That rule right there was a rule that we grew up on. Like, hey, if you don't come to practice, you don't play.
You don't play.
Oh,
you don't practice, you don't play.
But anyway,
what is that?
So mom on the sideline going off, I'm still coaching. So I'm not acknowledging her. So after the game, when I finally acknowledged her and was like, hey, he didn't play because he didn't come to practice. I said, would it be fair to put your child in over the kids that been to practice? Oh, shut the F up, Emma. You always want to. No, I answered your question and you didn't like the
answer.
The answer to it. That's what it was. So get in the bag, get everything out to get on the sideline. We heading out the gate. So now I'm removing myself from the situation, because at the end of the day, male arguing with a female, it ain't gonna I'm always be wrong in that. So, and then these moms, most of the time it be not knocking the single mom, it be the single moms who are head of the household that's bringing these kids to practice, and they kind of like the father figure in the kids' life. Get to the car. It ain't, everybody can't coach their son since 5 and 5. Like, that has nothing to do. Your son not coming to practice had nothing to do with my son.
You being a father.
I say, you know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do. You basically want me to be a BS dad.
Yeah.
All because your son don't come to practice. But like, it made no sense to me.
Yeah.
So that just like knowing when to kind of like peel out, and that's a challenging part too. Like, when you hear stuff and you're the parent. And you can forget I'm a parent before I'm a coach. I'm a parent, so I gotta let that stuff just fall off my back, just keep it pushing. But this it's being a dad and a coach, it's a trying, situation, bro.
So Connor, can you think of, has it been any times where you heard that your dad was playing daddy ball from your teammates, or you don't have to say any names or in particular, but has it been times that you heard that from your friends or your teammates?
Nah, I really haven't heard from the teammates. Usually be just the parents.
Just parents yelling down from the stands or after the games and stuff like that.
So
it was a little different for me growing up. So I heard it never on the field during the game, because that's when the best players produce.
Yeah,
you're not saying nothing to me then. But at a practice or something, I've heard somebody say, "Oh, I came here, I took your position." I'm like, little do you know, I told my dad to give it to you because of the style.
Oh, you nice,
playbook.
brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You giving but spots away?
I moved over on the spot. I played
okay.
center.
Yeah. You gotta earn this bit, dog.
I sprained the quarterback's wrist because my snaps were too hard. So I said, you know what? Hey, let's move him there. I'll move here. It works for our playbook.
Yeah.
And, that's behind the scenes. That's not nothing I'm going out telling the players. We just made it happen. I made the move. So we get to practice one day, and I hear dudes like, he get to arguing with me. He get to talking about, I took your spot. Blah, blah this, blah, blah that. Man,
you gotta line that up. You talking about
you know me though.
But you know
me though.
Hey, coach,
I'm the type to just sit there and laugh. I said, "Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay." The next week, guess who was playing that position? Like it ain't had nothing to do with the dad being the coach in that situation, but the players. They go with their own narratives, how they see it. Just like the parents, they go with their own narratives.
And that's why I understand we all see stuff from through our lens.
Our own perspectives,
This is my child, but and you making sure what's best for your child. I'm not knocking that. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But when you come into a team sport, it has to be a collective. And being a dad with a kid on the team, I don't think they understand how much I have to overly to come off as I'm not playing that.
You're not playing it.
Yes. Yeah. It's been times that I feel like I have shunned away from my son in order to not seem like I'm playing daddy ball.
Right.
It's been times when he's been in games and I have literally, and you can speak on this, Connor, have I not came up to you, and when I get mad when I start biting my...
Man, this man grabbed my face, man. What the freak?
I don't know. Statue like that. Don't get me locked up, brother.
No, you get locked up for that. No, that's why I say it's not daddy ball, because y'all don't see behind the scenes.
So it's those conversations, and we can talk about this past 7-on-7. He was playing so bad. Were you playing bad this game? He was having more mistakes than I said, "Hey, boy, I got to pull you out. I got to pull you out of the game, because if I continue to let you be in the game, somebody's sitting out there like, hey, he keeping his son, even though other kids was messing up as well. But I have to pull you out in the midst of
that you had to do.
I had to do that, because I said, you're messing up at a rate that if I continue to keep you in the game, it's going to look like. Even though I had other coaches didn't pull their child that was playing back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just because of that stigma, and I don't want it to be like, hey, look at LB son, every time he switch a team, he trying to make sure. But if you sit down with any coach I have actually coached with wholeheartedly that went through a whole season with me, they will literally tell you, hey man, that man is for the team, is a lot of picking up kids, money out of my household, picking up kids, not really asking for gas money.
Right. These are some of those pros and cons that come with coaching.
So like that, I like you worry about daddy ball, but they don't see, like I always tell my folks, like practice start at 6:30. Practice start at 4 for me. 4:30 sometimes, because I got to get out,
gotta prep,
get everything prepped. I got to go pick up 3 or 4 kids. Yeah. So like I don't, get that sympathy at the end of the day, but I just want, parents are saying, if it's a dad on the team, it ain't all about me. You're gonna think what you're gonna think at the end of the day. If you don't mess with me, you don't mess with me. But give those dads, that time to be lenient with them. Like, because it ain't easy. They're not getting paid. And they dealing with the headache from all of these parents. Parents. And a lot of times, like, we have games, we have groups. They give you the information to the game, game day. What a game at? I'm getting stuff. It's like,
They point a whole nother socks
man,
color.
it's just like, it just, we
We
put
be
this
having
like,
gray jersey. They pull up in orange shirts.
What
so
are we
it,
doing?
yeah, so it's just like, not just only being a dad, but just being a coach. Like you, yeah, he my son, but I'm also kind of a father figure for all the other kids as well. So
This is true. No, that's a big one right there. I have friends to this day from some of the teams that my dad coached that ask me how he's doing, or they look out for him. Like, he was the father figure for a lot of those kids. Like, it's people that still hit me up to this day, man. How your dad doing? How's Coach Ken? Like, you know, once you coach, you coach forever.
you're fact.
coach forever.
I've been trying to get out of coaching.
Yeah.
Forever.
No, I'm saying it's somebody you coached probably 6-7 years ago. I ain't mean to do that.
Yeah.
6-7 years ago that, they still gonna call you Coach LB because you were their coach one time. You know what I mean? So that coaching thing, that's for life, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like being a dad when you think about it. So, Connor, what are some of the pros and cons of being coached by your dad?
Well, the pros and cons, I would say the pros, like, you get someone to give you motivation while you're on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you're a coach and you have a son, you're like, when you go home, he's going to train you, say to go outside, try to put you in the right place to be a good player. The cons, it's going to be a funny one. I would say the car rides home.
Yeah.
You have a good game. You could
A good day. Yeah.
Ooh, you gonna be in there. Good job, cons. I'll be smirking. Cons, I sit there, I just put my head down like this.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna get on me. But also, it's good to have that because it's good for motivation and to help you know what you can do better for next game.
All right, so we asked parents some of the pros, or we asked coaches some of the pros and cons, and we're gonna hear from them now.
All right, let's see what the parents got to say.
All right, so what's a pro and a con of being a dad that coaches his son?
I think a pro is making an influence on all these kids because of the background that they come from, making a difference, trying to teach and make sure they're doing it right, be a positive role model. A con is I try not to talk to my son on the field because I don't want it to be daddy ball. I don't want it to be I'm showing favoritism. I don't want it to be where he's looking for me to save him. So I let the other coaches deal with him. I deal with the other kids, but the other coaches deal with my son.
So, Coach K, just give me a pro and cons of being a coach that has a son on the team. So just give me a pro starting off.
Being a part of a team, if you have a true sense of football, you're helping develop your son up close and personal.
Okay, give me a con. That's a hard
The emotions of another man feeling like you're putting your son on a pedestal or you're giving your son more than what he deserves.
Just piggyback off that, pros and cons. I'm gonna say a pro is just having that quality time, which is like you don't understand, you don't cherish that because people don't realize how important that is for a dad to be in the son's life. So you take those little moments because throughout the day I'm working, he at school. That time that we have from 4 to probably 8, that's the time. That car ride home, that car ride to practice. Yeah, just us talking reckless to each other, or me just trying to motivate them to get going. So I just like the time that I get to spend because, like I said earlier, that's something that I kind of wanted with my dad at the end of the day. Like I didn't have
and stuff like that.
Say it again.
Like going to nationals, going to Florida together. And stuff
yeah, the stuff like he look, trip to, but in the like football can take you different places or whatever. So just having that quality time with my son because eventually they're gonna get old. They ain't gonna want to mess with you. They ain't gonna mess with you.
Time.
I say one of the cons are when I know that I can honestly say this, that I know at times when I know I don't went too far. I don't know, and I done got on him, and I know it be eating him up because I know he's trying to do everything right to appease me, and we had that talk. Do we not?
Yeah, he always say like I still love you and
yeah,
like that.
Not even that, but just saying that don't do it for me. I always ask you, hey, do you want to play football? If you don't want to play football, we can stop. Right?
I say yes.
Yeah. Now I always give him that out. Like I don't want it to ever seem like I'm pushing him to yeah. Or you trying to live through your son. I want you to be a better football player than I was, but
You was pretty good.
I was solid, man.
Yeah, man, say
2008, Cal County. Yeah. Look your boy up. Look your boy up. But anyway, when I know that, like I can look in the rearview mirror and he just be, so a lot of times I have to calm down because you know the coach, you got to come off that high. Be in the house and I be like, hey, we be walking around, I still love you. We're still good. What was our last game? You had a solid game.
I had like 2 catches, 1 pass.
Man, shut up, man. It wasn't enough.
I know it wasn't enough. But I walked downstairs. I told him good night. He said,
And I was like, come here. I'm like, give me a hug, bro. It's fine. It's like just to let him know, like, bro, it's over with. Leave it with it's football. And I'm gonna get on you probably 50 more times after this, but gave him that, and that's the part people don't see. Like they think that like you ramming it into him. Like no, y'all don't see the gentle part of it. Even with the kids that I coach, even with the other kids that I come across, you only hear the loud voice at practice, but you don't see when we walk up to the kid. Hey, you solid, bro.
The other moments.
Yeah, you good. You good. Like, hey, can't nobody touch it. Encouraging them kids. They never see that. I've never since I've been coaching 10 plus years. I've never seen a parent come and be like, man, thank you for imparting this in my day. Only time I hear from them is when
you playing daddy ball.
When you playing daddy ball, when they got a disgruntled about something.
Yeah.
So that I would say, and I got sidetracked, but with the cons, but I know it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. You 12, bro.
Yeah,
it's gonna be over. And I like I say, I enjoy our time, man.
Yeah, I meant to ask you that. Wait, when my question gonna be? Do you like coaching me and you?
Man, I hate coaching you. Give it a bean. I hate coaching.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because I tell you that every time. I tell you that when we just trained out at the house the other day. Like, bro, you get on mine. It's just, and I got it. And I had to, I'm gonna come back to your question. I had to realize to stop comparing him to other kids and let him run his own race. Because you will see other kids on Instagram. They doing this, that. Hey, no, Connor is unique in his own way. He has his own style to play, and I don't want him to always be like, man, my dad want me to be like this kid. Nah, at this point, I done got to the point like, hey, do your thing.
Right,
like,
you instill what you instilled in him.
Yeah,
go
do your thing.
Something.
Yeah. And I say, I know it's a lot he still got to work on.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but
yeah.
To be honest, I really want to be up in the stands.
I mean, that's coming soon.
Nacho. It coming soon. Eat nachos.
It was 1 year, but that was a horrible year I had.
Yeah, even the one, even though it's not you, even the 1 year that I was like, I ain't finna coach. Man, do your thing. Hold on, do your thing. Why you not coaching? Why you not coaching?
That's what I'm saying. That Raiders year, you end up being a coach. I'm like, he was just in the stand.
Man, just stay like, I'm like because I can't watch bad football, bro.
Yeah.
Same for All-Star, you end up coming down there to sign.
I wasn't coaching. I didn't want to coach because too many heads, too many chiefs.
No, like you were just helping out a little.
Yeah, and I'm always giving input, give what I see if I'm around. But just knowing that it's gonna end, bro. It's gonna end. And even though I be saying I don't want to coach, I'm gonna miss that time. But I'm also looking forward to that time of going to the game. I don't have to get there early. You can get on and get there. Like I'm getting on nacho. I'm gonna get on nacho. Get the nachos. Just talking. Yeah. I'm gonna probably have to sit on the other side, but I be
nachos.
Like sometimes that stuff like it track meets and stuff be making my stomach hurt like I'm finna play.
Yeah.
Because I be wanting him to excel and do good.
Yeah.
So
that's real.
And when I say I don't want to coach it's because I want to be a parent at the end of the day. But I know like we need coaches. We need coaches. We ain't had dad. A lot of these teams want,
motivation.
Yeah. So now I'm not saying daddy ball doesn't exist. It does. It does. There's a lot of situations.
Get there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like daddy ball, like you said, we don't want to say daddy ball doesn't exist. Daddy ball is a very real thing.
Yes.
It is very real. We've seen it.
Yeah.
But we want to shed light on coaches that coach their kids.
Yeah.
And coach the other kids too. They're not just here for their sons. They're not just here for their daughters. Because daddy ball is that way too now. Some dads coach their daughters. You coached your daughter before, right?
Yeah.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Like Kobe and
Gigi.
Yeah.
That's another example.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
And that's like I said, that's understanding that that's not truly what she wanted. So I kind of let her peel back. Because I was pressing it, getting up, training, all that. I'm doing all this stuff for her.
But
it wasn't wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to push her to do something and she's only doing it because her dad making her do it.
Right.
So that's why a lot of times I ask you like, hey, do you really want to do this? If you want to play in college, it's going to get to a point that it's going to push you and it's going to be like, bro, do I even like football?
Yeah.
Like football. I don't like football.
What?
Man, what them?
Shoot, you gonna do it with Lennox?
Man, I don't.
Nah,
Man, I ain't trying to coach no more. Like after and I say that now, and I hope it stay there. Like he can run from middle school, go to middle school, let me just be able to pull up, and go on about my bid. I ain't got to worry.
I know, and coaching your kid is motivation for you to coach as well too. Because my dad, after I went to, we didn't do middle school ball. It was park board football. You know, I'm from up north, so we had the park board football. After we got to 11U, 12U, and was getting ready to go to high school.
So y'all don't have middle school?
They have it, but every middle school didn't have football. So my school was a private school. We didn't have a football team.
Okay.
My middle school.
Gotcha.
So I played for the park board.
Gotcha.
And then when that park board was over and I went to high school, my dad didn't coach me no more. And he simultaneously, I think he did one more year coaching, and he was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
He gave it up after that. So it's a lot of motivation behind coaching your kid too.
Fact. Like I said, it can be a good thing if it's done right. If you got the parents to back you that kind of understand the pecking order of football. A lot of times, you don't even really get that much. You do get kickback from the dads. And I say this like I don't want to feel like I'm dogging the moms or I'm getting on the moms. You do get a kickback from a dad that want his son just to be that in the forefront. But a lot of times it's the moms that don't understand football in itself. So
that goes back to the understanding of the game, man. And the misconception of daddy ball, like what we started with, like that, like we were saying, daddy ball is a very, very real thing. And just accusing a coach of playing daddy ball sometimes is just a product of you not understanding the game. Goes back to what you said earlier when you were saying you made a coach's decision. Hey, I know he's doing well right now, but I know that kid has to play defense. I know that kid has to come back out here and run another play because we're down 2 touchdowns. Let me give somebody else the ball, give him a breather. But you still hear, oh, he's playing daddy ball from the stands.
Yeah.
So, but that comes, some of those, like you said, you don't want to, I'm not dogging single moms out here. Yeah. Like you said, they doing everything.
They doing
but a lot of that accusation comes from a miseducation or not understanding the game of football.
And I think mine started when it happened. I don't even think I was coaching. Way back. We ain't gonna say no names. We're gonna say no team. One of your younger teams that we end up leaving.
Oh, okay. And
I wasn't even coach. I just gave an insight like, hey, if you need help, at the time they was little, they couldn't get the snap off. But when you put Connor in, Connor can get the snap. All I was asking for, like, hey, put Connor and get the snap so y'all can get y'all playoff. That's it. That was more of a team. I didn't say run them. Yeah. I didn't say let them run them. I didn't say none of that. I just said, hey.
Snap off.
So the coach started acting funny, stopped playing them. So I was at that time I was living in McDonald. I was going all the way down to Atlanta. So I just sent the dude a text. I'm like, hey, are you done with Connor? Like, you don't, get what the coach sent me. A thumbs up.
Oh, wow.
But see, now you stir the narrative now, so I don't come back. It's easy to tell the parents what. I mean, he was just about his son. No, it wasn't. We could have had a conversation, see what was going on. The pen I gave to try to help the team was, hey, he can do it if you need help. I'm watching you struggle.
Right, you're not saying
get this snap off.
Play. No,
right,
get the ball.
That was a whole, and it started rolling ever since. Oh, he just wanted. No, I don't. It was I was trying to help you, brother. I really was. Wholeheartedly trying to help you. So what kind of daddy shouldn't coach?
All right, if you're all about your son, say, for instance, I'll be like, if you was on the Falcons, and then we had this, and then you're a son of this veteran running back, but you're saying, and then you're the coach, and then you're putting him in over B. John Robinson.
If your son is, if
your son is a running back for the Falcons.
Oh, you
coach.
Hey, I can go play running back right now. What you talking about?
That's certified daddy ball.
So you saying if it's but if they nice though?
If they're not
They
nice.
nicer than B. John.
They're nicer than B. John?
You can't tell nobody if they think they
But I'm
nice
saying-
now.
no, but-
I feel I got what you're trying to.
But like, if you're just all about your son, you ain't hearing what other people saying. You just care about your son.
Yeah.
You don't care about the team, but your son.
And I see
you
that.
shouldn't you shouldn't be coaching your son.
And like I said, I see that a lot. I see that a lot. I would say the type of coach that shouldn't be coaching is like, if you're gonna run your son into the ground, that ain't even football common sense here. I coming off of this pass it, I seen it. I've dealt with a coach that had a son on my team.
Yeah.
Like, hey, kid had a lower leg. I'm trying to just, folks sensitive. Yeah, so dude had a lower leg injury or whatever, and I wanted to kind of set him for the week. He was one of my star players.
Yeah.
Dad thrusting him out there doing practice when we need him for Saturday. He's a dog. I need him to be able to perform on Saturday. Chill, bro. Like yeah, I get it. Yeah, chill. Like I literally, the kid was so good. Like I trusted him to literally come to practice, kick your feet up. That's how much I know that that kid is a dog that I can depend on that kid when we get to Saturday, and I want him to be healthy. So what you think ended up happening at the game Saturday?
He got hurt.
That he didn't get hurt, but it re-aggravated. Yeah. So if you putting your son in.
And you know,
for his detriment, his health, that's like you should be far away from. But
I add to that though. I'll say a dad that shouldn't probably be coaching is one who lacks communication. And I say that because half of these daddy ball conversations come from lack of communication. Like,
no, that's true. That's true.
Just like if you never reached out to that coach and asked him, so you done with him? The one that sent the thumbs up.
Hey, a thumbs up that pissed me out more than
sure.
anything.
Like that's crazy.
And then what even made me more mad? It was a white hand. It wasn't even. You ain't even. Hey, you gonna give me a phone? You gonna give me a? You gonna give me the yellow?
Here for choosing the right.
You gonna use the emoji? Use the emoji close to your skin color.
That man used.
So that just made me even more mad. You ain't even that white. You gonna get
thumbs up.
Well, you better not use the yellow one. Use the standard one.
It'd be the most blackest person. White
hand. Don't do that. Don't insult me like that, brother. But yeah, that what pissed me off. Like you couldn't even like have a grown man conversation.
You the Ned Flanders.
Have a talk with him, but
yellow hand. That's great.
No.
We could like at the end of the day, I feel like that we could have just had a conversation about what was the plan.
Exactly, like the communication.
Yeah, because when you needed players at the time, Connor came over and kind of helped your team, man. When the next man showed up, it's like you just push that kid to the side. I never do that. If your kid can play ball, I'm going to find somewhere for them to play.
To display their talents, right.
I've never had a kid that was solid that could play that left my team. That even if they left and went somewhere to play, they never left. They said like and can say, Coach LB didn't mess with me. Cause you can if you can find one, comment on it like, hey, LB, you want looking out for my son. If your son could play, let me hear that. I'm looking at if your son could play and you played on the LB, did your son not get off? All right. A lot of y'all left teams that wasn't messing with your son. So again, if you played for me and your son left, can you say LB did not mess with your child or put your child in the best position that they could be in? I know team might not have been his best, but that kid always end up having a good season or having big plays throughout the season.
So those are some good examples of the type of coaches that we think should not coach.
So things we want to do this season for Daddy Ball, we want to get some of the coaches in, get parents to just come in and get their experience and just the stigma on Daddy Ball.
Right, shed some light on the stigma.
Shed some light, because Daddy Ball, when you hear Daddy Ball, the first thing you think is, oh Lord, it's I don't want to play for this coach. But a lot of times it's not. It shouldn't be a bad stigma on it. So just getting people in, we got different opinions on and experiences through Daddy Ball. So having coaches come in, some of my coaches that they actually coach me, and some coaches that coach with me as well. So we just want to just get this have an open space. So
shout out to Deion Sanders. If you want to come on the pod, we welcome you.
No, for real.
You used to play for Falcons. Please come down. Love to meet you at your door.
No, but
maybe it should be like
it should. It's like it's our first episode, so like we appreciate y'all. If, even just tune in if you stayed and listen to our story. That we just ask them that y'all like, follow, do your thing.
So follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at DADDYBALL_podcast. That's at DADDYBALL_PODCAST.
At Daddy Ball.
At Daddy Ball.
Hold on, boy. At Daddy Ball.
At Daddy Ball.
Daddy Ball.
Daddy Ball.
We playing Daddy Ball. That was
Appreciate it for coming on Daddy Ball Podcast. Remember, also follow Trust Connor on Instagram. I'm Connor.
I'm Sharon.
I'm Coach LB.
Peace.
And this is Daddy Ball.
All right, get up out of here, y'all.